All right, public health expert. Until recently, people believed that applications of biochemical research would eventually achieve complete victory over the microorganisms that cause human disease. Okay, so what part of the argument is this? What category would we put that into?
Opinion of others.
Yeah, opinion of others. Excellent.
They're the same range as like background info.
Yeah, they're both premises. So we're going to say opinion of others. However, current medical research shows that those microorganisms reproduce so rapidly that medicines developing for killing one variety will only spur the evolution of other varieties that are immune to those medicines. Okay, so what part of the argument is this?
Could be a subsidiary. Or because it's kind of like disputing the previous sentence. But I don't know if this is the conclusion because the saying it in the next sentence, the most rational strategy, therefore, would place much more
I
emphasis.
would just say like this is just like an example / background information because we're just saying that this
However, isn't a conclusion word?
shows that. Well, no, like that's why we don't want to just memorize indicator words because they don't work. Like we're going against what the opinion of others is saying, but we're going against by just saying, hey, this research shows this. We're not, our conclusion or our claim is not just to say like, hey, research shows this. That's just a fact, right? Like, hey, this is what the research shows.
Mhm.
All right, and then we go into the next one where it says the most, and what does most mean?
More than 50%.
Yep. So the more than 50% of rational public health strategy, therefore, would place much more emphasis than at present on fully informing people about the transmission of disease caused by microorganisms, which are viewed to minimizing the incidence of such diseases. So our conclusion is going to be the most rational public health strategy, therefore, would be.
But like this one is one that screwed me up because like the answer doesn't actually like say that. It kind of like tinkers the word around.
Okay, so whenever I read this question stem, after I found the conclusion, I'm like, oh, it's a main conclusion question. So drawn by the public health. Yes, so I need something that stays between the lines as much as possible of this part. So a medicine that kills one variety of disease causing microorganism can cause the evolution of a drug-resistant variety. Do you like that?
No.
This is what you picked.
No.
So why is this one wrong?
Because that's just our background info that was just
Right.
like
We want to focus on this like the most rational public health strategy.
I think the first time I did B.
Okay, a patient who contracts a disease caused by microorganisms cannot be effectively cured, but that doesn't matter because we use the first two sentences to show why this is the most rational public health strategy.
Could it be C? Or it's either C or E. Because D just doesn't make sense.
Yes. Okay. So E. So at least one previous approaches to public health policy ignored the fact that disease-causing microorganisms were no, because once again, like we're focusing on what is the most rational strategy.
Mm-hmm.
And so there is good reason to make a particular change to the public health policy. This is the only one that's saying that even remotely close to what our conclusion is saying. Because we're saying there would place much more emphasis than at present. So that's change, right? That part where it says would place much more emphasis than at present is the part where it's saying a good idea to make at least a particular change. And that particular change is that there would be much more emphasis.
How often do they change like time frames and questions? You know what I'm saying? Like